Jarvis with Jireh Family Farm. We are going to learn how to make biscuits, and I have my friend Adara. Thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
And in the background we have all of our kids, so you actually might see them, you will hear them, you might interact with them, but we're gonna have lots of fun. So here we go. All right, the supplies we need for biscuits. Of course, you need a pan or bowl. I have two, because she's gonna make some and I'm gonna make some. We're both gonna practice. We need a rolling pin. I use this particular biscuit mix. And I have wax paper. And then buttermilk. Alright, so I adjust my mix based on how many biscuits I want to make. If I don't want many, if I only want 4 or 6, I'm going to make use very little. If I want 25 or 30 biscuits, I might use a good portion of the bag. So here it goes. I've poured some. So when you have your bowl, you do need to create kind of a center in the middle. So take your hand and create like a little hole in the middle here. And so it doesn't have to be perfect.
Bottom, correct?
Not necessarily. And I always shake up my buttermilk. So why? I don't know. I think my mom did it. Some things we do just because we saw it done. All right, so I'm gonna pour this in my little crater. See how I poured it in my crater? There you are. If you had, in the opposite, if you don't have enough, you add more buttermilk. It works out, I promise. Okay. Now, you will get your hands dirty. Are you? Okay. So you're gonna, I'm right-handed, are you right? I'm left-handed. You're gonna pull a little bit from the outside, but you still wanna keep most of the goo in the middle, if you will.
Okay.
And if you see how mine, you can kind of see that it's not quite gooey anymore because of the flour. So I'm going to actually add some more buttermilk to mine.
Use your thumb as a claw.
So I want to keep my dry flour on the outside and my, I guess, dough mix, the wet dough in the middle. There's a reason for that. Before you get started, don't forget to preheat your oven. 450, and it's coming to 450. And I have a larger batch than you, so
yeah. I have some of the drier flour like you along this side.
Side should be yes.
Yes.
You want dry on the side. So now we're gonna take our dry mixture that's kind of on the outside of the bowl, and we're gonna kind of fold it into the middle on top, and we're gonna go all around. So I'm gonna kind of take this side down, pull it to the middle, and kind of pat it, then turn my bowl. And ideally, every time you pull over, you're pulling just kind of like a layer of...
Should I add more buttermilk? Because it's not really...
No. Now I actually have a ball of dough that kind of looks like this. When I fold it, you can actually pick it up. And I can do like that. But once I do that, my hands are a little dirty. So now I'm actually gonna go to the sink and wash my hands. Prep to roll out our biscuits. And we're gonna use wax paper. There's a trick to using wax paper. And it is to wet your surface before you roll it out. You wet your surface, your wax paper will stick to it. A little bit of flour. Put it on my wax paper. And then I typically will, when I do it around like this first. I don't know the purpose of this, but that's how my mom do it, so I do it. So then I'll put it in the middle. And then I can get rid of my bowl if I need space. If it's wet in any way, you can take a little bit of flour and kind of put it on there, stick, and then you will roll.
Just for continuity's sake.
always done, and again, sometimes we do things because we don't know why we do it, but we just do them. I will actually take my, and then I will just push the edges in just a little bit at the very end. I have these handy dandy biscuit cutters and I use cups. I use a different cup based on the size of biscuit that I want. If I want a really big biscuit, I will use a really big cup. If I want small biscuits, say for little kids, I might use a little cup. 2 random cups. Here you go. Alright.
This is a nice size.
It is a nice size. And then what I'll do is I will actually stick my cup down the bag just to make sure the top has flour on it with the edges. And so the edge is one of my sides, and then I'll just kind of go around and cut. And then I will twist a little bit. Alright, so we now have our pans here, our biscuit pans, whichever ones you want to use. And then the one thing as I pick these up, I want to make sure it's not sticky on the bottom. As long as there's a little bit of flour, you're good, right? And again, if there's any stickiness on the bottom, you're just going to lay it in a little bit of flour to get a little bit of layer of flour on the bottom. And you want to make sure that your biscuits are touching. So now we have kind of our edges that were left, and we're going to use all of it. We're not going to waste any of that. So we're going to take this. So you have a couple choices. You can either roll this back out, depending on how much you have. And I'm just getting some flour in the areas that it's sticky. You can either roll this back out with your pin, depending on how much it is, and kind of start again. Or you can, if you just have a little bit, you can just break it off and create your own little patty of biscuit. And these will come up a different shape. These are actually my favorite ones to eat, the ones that I kind of do myself. They will look a little different because they'll rise slightly differently because of their shape. But we'll show you the difference. Alright, I put my biscuits in the oven, and now I'm going to clean up my space. I don't actually necessarily time the biscuits. You can, it's going to be approximately 15 to 17 minutes depending on your particular oven and how golden brown that you want them. So we're just going to clean up. Difference between the ones we created.
Yes.
So if you like it to look a certain way, like the ones I create are always my favorite to eat.
Yeah, I was thinking those 3 are for the kids. Who am I kidding? These 3 are for the kids.
Alright, let's take that one. Take this one.
Yeah, I'll take this one. It smells really good.
What do you think?
I made this.
Thank you so much for watching today, and thank you, Adara, for coming to visit.
Thank you for teaching me how to make biscuits.